Welcome back to another Flash Recap. I'm your host, Terry, and today I'm doing episode 12, Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash. We got a real fun episode, I think, this time. But full disclosure, I missed like the first 10 to 12 minutes of the episode. And if you saw it, of course, you know somebody got powers within that time frame. So I'm not sure how Cecile got her powers, but I can tell you how I feel about it. Not a fan. I'm not really comprehending why shows continue to do this, where you understand that certain characters like a Caitlin Snow, Cisco Ramon, they have comic book history, and so you can pull that out of your pocket whenever you want to. And they took their time kind of working towards those two. And even Wally West, we wanted Kid Flash, but I think the person they got to play Wally in the way they wrote the character, even him having powers didn't make much sense. So anyway, even though you got those characters with the comic book history, that doesn't mean everybody has to get powers, and especially not on the same team. Like, if you were setting people up for spinoffs or going to other shows, fine, but the whole team can't have powers, because then it just is too convoluted, and it doesn't make sense. And you create plot holes as much the same way that you do when you have connected universes, like watching Arrow half the time. Like, why couldn't Flash just come over there and easily defeat this person? Like, stuff like that. So now that Cecile has powers, it's like there's going to be situations all the time where why didn't she just come in and read their minds so they know what's going on? I don't know. I wonder if it's connected to DeVoe. Again, I didn't see the beginning, but that's the same powers he has, and that's the first time I think we saw in Central City where somebody has the same powers as somebody else. One of the few times, I should say. So I'm guessing it's connected to him, but I can't wait to watch and find out. Overall, I like this episode. Again, this season is leaning, if you want to pick out of the 3 seasons, this season leans towards season 1, where it's more lighthearted and fun. But it is on steroids a little bit. I don't think it's overkill. There's some fans that saying it's too jokey. I really like it because you got a number of filler episodes, unfortunately. And why not have some fun stuff instead of the Killer Bees episode or, the Trickster Son episodes? I'd rather have fun stuff if we're going to have filler episodes. So this guy being able to shrink things was really fun. I mean, you got a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type vibe. You had that whole gag. It was cool. Like, again, Cecile, that whole storyline, not a fan of it. But everything else was kind of fun. Barry with Goldberg was kind of whatever. It was a means to an end, as we saw at the end of the episode. But overall, it was just kind of whatever. I mean, I like the ending to it, but again, they only had that plot line to move the story forward. So that was okay, but the main plot line was cool. And I thought the effects were great of shrinking and growing things. It was pretty fun. And I just feel like this episode allows Cisco to be full Cisco. I really love Ralph. And I didn't like Harry being like funny at first, but I like that Harry is funny just because of the way he acts. He isn't like being the jokester. He's still himself. It's just the way he acts comes off funny. And I like the banter with him and Cisco. So, I'm really enjoying this season, I'll have to say, and I enjoyed this episode. It was pretty fun. Now, at the end, it was interesting to see Barry break the rules. It was for a good cause, but again, it was just like, man, after all this taking a stand, Barry kind of finally, I don't know, because he hasn't been a Boy Scout this whole time into this season. And I don't know if he's playing it so well that it's a breath of fresh air to see Barry do something, not stupid, but do something against the rules, because that's what we know him from the last 3 seasons. So, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see that and see Goldberg get his happy ending. But the real plot starts when we see the warden, I guess. I don't know who he is. He finds out that Barry's the Flash, and he drugs him, and he's going to sell him to that metal lady who I don't remember who she is. So, meta-human trafficking, dark concept in a light tone episode. And again, I don't like when the episodes mix tones. When they have a serious episode, they kind of force jokes in there. I don't like that, but I think right at the end of the episode, this was the perfect place. So, yeah, now Barry's going to get out of jail at some point, and I gotta imagine this ends with everybody knowing he's the Flash, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the end of the season is Barry like returning back to the police, and they got evidence to clear his name after they take down DeVoe. I don't know, but it doesn't look like Barry's going to be in jail anymore. So interested to see this next Prison Break type episode. Should be fun. But as far as the rating, I'm going to give it 3.5 lightning bolts. I'm going to give it a 3.5 lightning bolts out of 5. Really good episode. Nothing great, but a lot of fun. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Thumbs up, subscribe, and if you heard it, it's official canon.